The other day, I got an email from one of my subscribers, and he had made a list of questions about interior design. He wanted to enroll in interior design school and was worried about not knowing one single thing about interior design whatsoever. As I was going through his questions, I realized that I felt exactly the same way before starting interior design school. In today's video, I want to share with you 10 skills to learn before starting interior design school. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Andrea, and in this channel I talk about interior design. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell because I upload videos every single week. On today's video, guys, I'm gonna share with you 10 skills that you should learn before you start interior design school. So why should you learn these skills early on? Why not wait until you are an interior design student to learn these skills? I will answer you with this phrase that I heard from Robin Sharma: the one who sweats more in training bleeds less in war. When you are in interior design school, a huge amount of information will be thrown at you. They will teach you skills such as hand drawing and sketching and computer programs, and they will also teach you the theory of interior design, such as terminology, sizes, dimensions, and you will be expected to master the skills and to memorize the theory. All of this within a couple of weeks before your studio project is due. So having some tools and skills right off the bat will really help you to process that information at a quicker pace, and will also give you an unfair advantage in interior design school and also in the real world. You don't have to be in interior design school to learn how to make a design board. A design board is basically a collection of images put together to create what we call a board. You can say that it's sort of a collage, and the images are part of your inspiration for the space that you want to design. The purpose of creating a design board is to define a design direction for your project. And by looking at a design board, you should know what colors you want to use, if there's any theme or concept for your project, what is the interior design style that your project is leaning towards, what are the elements and the principles of design that are going to be prominent in your project. You should already have an idea of what is the vibe and the mood that you want to create within your space. The types of design boards that we typically create are mood boards, concept boards, furniture boards, and material boards. Composition is a term that is primarily used in the arts field, such as music, photography, painting, and even writing. But it's also a very powerful term for interior designers, and it's very important that you understand what's the foundation under this concept to be able to create better spaces. So the term composition literally means to put together. One of the first ways to learn about good composition is through the principles and elements of design, which I will talk about later in this video. But another way of learning about composition is to actually learn about other disciplines that are related to the arts. I really encourage you to look further into this term because it can be very beneficial to your career, and you can find some really interesting techniques to design better spaces. Most careers will require you to have good communication skills, but specifically in the design field, having good communication skills can get you far in this career, and I will explain you why. Part of an interior designer's job is to create interior design presentations where you present and propose your design to your client regarding his or her space. So knowing how to get your ideas through and basically trying to convince your client of your design can be quite challenging. which is why the better you learn how to express yourself, the more they will trust you and the more they will understand your design solutions. And the other advantage of having good communication skills is the job opportunities that may arise. Being able to express yourself with ease and with fluency when you are in an interview can really make you a potential hire. Of course, you also have to have a good interior design portfolio, but having good communication skills can really play a role when you are trying to get a job. So basically, good communication skills can literally get you more design business and more job opportunities. I know that learning how to work with softwares and computer programs on your own can be very frustrating, but the reality is that not every interior design school or university will actually have dedicated classes to teach you about software. I know of some schools that will want you to learn software on your own. If I were to recommend any design software to learn before starting interior design school, it will definitely be Sketchup. Sketchup is a 2D and 3D modeling software that interior designers and decorators use to design spaces. Not only it's the easiest software to learn among all the other design softwares that are out there, but it is also the most affordable. And I would also recommend you to learn AutoCAD because as of today, AutoCAD is the industry standard program. So if your school offers AutoCAD classes, that is really the easiest and the fastest way to learn this program. If your program does not offer any AutoCAD courses, then I would highly recommend that you enroll in some type of course to learn about the software. You can certainly learn this program on your own, but if you have never worked with it before, it might be a little bit intimidating to learn. The amount of interior design vocabulary that interior designers need to know is kind of insane. So becoming familiar with the terms that you will be using on a daily basis is not a bad idea at all. So I will give you a list of some of the terms that interior designers use. Sketching is really one of the best ways to develop your design ideas and to iterate the design process multiple times before digitalizing it. It's a really good way to turn your abstract ideas into defined concepts in a timely manner. And you don't have to be a perfect drawer to express your design ideas on paper, but rather making your point through a rough sketch is what ultimately will be beneficial to your thinking process. When designing an interior space from scratch, there are 7 elements of design that every good interior designer will rely on to make sure that the space is cohesive and balanced. So learning about these 7 elements of design and knowing how to apply them is crucial to designing spaces like the professionals do. The elements of design are space, light, texture, line, pattern, color, and form. I will leave some links down in the description of this video with detailed explanation of every element of design, so feel free to check that out. In conjunction with the elements of design, we also implement the principles of design to create spaces that are enticing. The principles of design are balance, unity, rhythm, emphasis, contrast, scale and proportion, and harmony. And I will also link some websites in the description of this video so you can learn more about the principles of design. And if you want me to make a dedicated video on the elements and the principles of design, feel free to let me know down in the comments. Starting to memorize what things measure is really one of the keys to your success as an interior designer. Interior designers have to know if not memorize, literally every single measurement inside public and private spaces. What is the width of a door, the height of a door, what should be the height of a table or of a kitchen island, what should be the width and the depth of a kitchen countertop, what are the sizes for beds, for room sizes, for bathroom vanities, for showers. Memorizing these measurements comes really handy because if you know them by heart, it'll really make your design process faster. This is as easy as grabbing a measuring tape and a notebook and taking it with you everywhere you go and measuring every single thing that you see. Building materials are one of the things that I learned when I started working in the industry. Unfortunately, not all design programs will really have the time to teach you in depth about construction materials. So what are building materials in interior design? I'm not talking about your foundation concrete or about your 2x4 stuff that is inside of your wall. I'm actually talking about the materials that interior designers will choose to design spaces. So if you're designing a kitchen, you will have to design on the countertop material, on the cabinet material, on the floor material, on the fabric for your stools or for your chairs. But most importantly, what you need to know is if the material that you are choosing is actually suitable for that application. So I will give you an example. Although marble is a beautiful material, I would be very cautious if I were to use marble for a kitchen countertop. Because marble is a soft stone, this material can chip very easily and can also stain very easily. Knowing about building materials is really important and can also save your client from trouble. So guys, those are the skills that I recommend you to learn as soon as possible. I hope that you liked this video, I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned anything today. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.